Hello, I am Professor Dork. So we have this triple integral, and so to change the limits of integration, you can draw a picture and then you can change the limits. Let's just go ahead and flip everything around, and that should be okay. I'll leave it to you to verify if this is actually correct. It should be okay, but it is an exercise to the reader, which is you. The top score on the midterm was a 54, so excellent work. There will be a retake exam 2 weeks from now, and it will be curved. So the single integral of a function gives you the area under the curve. So the double integral of a function gives you the volume, and the triple integral of just this also gives you the volume. So if we look at the quadruple integral of this, we end up with the space-time continuum, in other words, the end of the world. Good morning, class. Today we're going to have a quiz at the beginning of class. You have 5 minutes. At the end of class, we're going to have another quiz for another 5 minutes. So the top score was an 85%. Congratulations to Kimberly for continuing her streak of excellence. And the bottom score was a 2%, and we all know who that was. And so we have that the gradient vectors are parallel, and then from this it's easy to see that x is equal to 3, y is equal to -9, and z is equal to -4. So class is over, but if you have any questions, I will be in my office 2 weeks from Monday from 1 to 2:15 p.m. So in this class, the grade breakdown is as follows. So there are some examinations. So the exams, there's 4 of them, and they are worth 70% of the grade. Then there is a final that is worth 30% of the grade. And the homework is just good to do. Okay, so the exam is on Monday. To prepare for the exam, just make sure you read chapters 1 through 12, go over all of your notes, do all of the homework, every single problem, and if you really want to be ready, just do every single problem in the book. We have to find the partial derivative of z with respect to x. So that's going to be negative, and then we have fx over fy. Oh no, I think first we have to subtract the z. You know what, don't worry about it. This is not going to be on the test. So your homework is due on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays, and then every other Thursday at 2 p.m. There is a 10% penalty for late assignments. If you have any questions, see me after class. Hello everyone, I am Professor Astrid. Welcome to the class. This is Calculus 7. Today we're going to be doing some mathematics. So we have to find the derivative of this function, but there's a square root. So what we can do then is just get rid of the square root and write it like this. And we're being really abusive here. I'm using the same function, but it doesn't really matter that I'm using the same one. We can just rename it, put a little tilde over it, and now we can take the derivative without having to worry about the square root. It's a conceptual move, not an algebraic one. So we know that the limit as x approaches a of f of x, we know that limit exists, and we want to take the absolute value of that limit. Well, I'm being abusive here, but what we can do is we can just put the absolute value inside the limit and create this inequality. So a little bit abusive here, so abusive notation. Make sure you fill in the gaps on your own time. We don't have time for it in class. If you want to succeed in this class, you should do all of your homework, go over all of your notes, and do every single problem in the book. Hello, I am Professor Hagenberger, and I like hamburgers.